It's my one life, and I give it everything I got. I am music. I am sports. I am the culture. Here's a quick news break with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you're following your boy on Facebook. It's Mr. TALIAFERRO. I am doing a giveaway at some point in the month of October. We're going to do it on Facebook this time. We've been doing the last few giveaways with Instagram. Let's do Facebook this time. Let me get my Facebook right. So, yes, you want to tap in. Make sure you're following me on Facebook at It's Mr. TALIAFERRO. There is a giveaway in it possibly for you. You know your boy don't play around with them Amazon gift cards, and nothing will be different this month, all right? So, I want to get right into the story here. This was a very serious one. We've been following this one since it allegedly happened back in June, July. So remember Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, they got into some type of incident. It looks like the two had some type of fling together. They went to a party that Kylie Jenner was president in the Hollywood Hills, and allegedly Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. Megan is claiming that Tory shot her. All right, some argument led Megan to want to get out of the vehicle, and she is claiming that Tory Lanez shot at her, and she was shot 2 times in the foot. So I want to play back for you guys a clip from a video that yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO, said a couple of weeks ago after Tory Lanez responded to all these allegations and uproar in the atmosphere of Diddy shoot Megan. 2 weeks ago, Tory opted to drop an album entitled Daystar. I want to play for you guys something I said then because it's very relevant today. I will say this to Tory. My brother, I hope you know what you're doing. Because I'm sure your lawyer told you don't do this. I am sure you do not have the support of any representation you got. I'm talking about legal representation. I'm sure they begged you not to drop this, because there is no real win in it for you. So all I'm going to say to you is, I hope you know what you're doing. That was just 2 weeks ago. I said Tory better know what the hell he's doing, because no one in their right mind who's representing Lanez would tell Daystar to drop an album, a 17-track album, seemingly responding to shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Who in their right mind would do that? If you shot a woman, wouldn't your first instinct would be to get low and stay low? Not in this era. Not in this era. So today has been a very tough day, I'm assuming for Tory Lanez, as he now knows what additional charges he'll be faced with. Remember, out the gate, all Tory Lanez had been charged with was possession of a firearm in this situation in the Hollywood Hills. Well, he found out a lot more today. Officially, the LA County DA's office has hit Tory Lanez with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. Again, those are 2 very serious charges, a lot more serious than just being caught with possession of a firearm that he got hit with back in July. These charges, if convicted, Tory Lanez could face 22 years and 8 months in prison. I'm assuming Tory Lanez is going to turn himself in the next couple of days. He's probably going to get some legal things together and turn himself in. I know he was out in New York shooting a music video a couple of days ago. So let me just break this down for you guys, right? I'm not surprised that Tory Lanez got picked up. Matter of fact, I'm not surprised about a lot of the stuff in this case. If you would have asked behind the scenes, if you would have asked me, let's say a year ago, do you believe Tory Lanez could shoot a woman? From what you've seen of bruh, do you believe that's in his personality? I would have said yes. If you would have asked me behind the scenes a year ago, do you believe Tory Lanez would then go make an entire album about shooting or not shooting a woman? And the music didn't sound too bad, by the way. I would have said yes. So I'm not surprised about anything that has happened thus far. And I knew that at some point the LA County DA's office would be on Lanez tough, because he did everything wrong in the last few weeks. Okay, so you go to this party with, in their minds, royalty, which Kylie Jenner is there. It's in Hollywood Hills, this rich area. You go there and you get caught up in some drama. Okay, the drama is you shot at a woman, allegedly. All right? So you allegedly shoot at a woman. That's like strike one. Number two, you're a high-profile rapper. You're rich. You got the money, the jewelry, all that stuff. You know what we learned about law enforcement officials a long time ago. They hate when black people flexing. They hate how we get money, especially rap money. They hate that. So you're, okay. You went to a party in a very rich area. You allegedly shot at a woman. You're black. You're a rapper. You're a multimillionaire. Okay, I'm sure they don't like that either. Okay, let's keep this going forward. You drop a 17-track album in the midst of an investigation. You drop an album, responding to Megan, and hell, in the album you talking about how you still love her. You asking when we gonna get a phone call. Y'all know a lot of these law enforcement officials, most in these higher positions, are white. Y'all know they don't like the fact that, to them, that's like Tory Lanez stepping on their investigation. Like, you really don't think you gonna get charged to the point where you gonna drop a 17-track album when you could potentially be charged with crimes? Like, we still in investigation, and you think it's in your best interest to drop an album. I believe in Tory's mind, he was so gung-ho focused on getting the attention of Megan. What he probably did, and I don't know this to be true, I'm just assuming, he probably woke up that LA County's DA's office again. That case could have probably been under wraps with so much going on. But when we got an artist feeling so comfortable about his situation in the middle of an ongoing case, you dropped an album. Okay, that's like strike 3 or strike 4. And to me, the icing on the cake, because I don't think this is ironic, the icing on the cake for Tory over the weekend, as I reported on my platform and many other platforms, that with more clout and more views than even TALIAFERRO. Let's be clear about that. Over the internet, Tory Lanez is not only spotted once, but he was spotted twice. He spotted at the club. Casanova put him on his social media. Hell, Tory was so comfortable, he even said, yo, I thought I was going to be able to get my plies look off. Tory said that. And then on top of that, he the next day he's caught shooting a music video. I think he's in New York on that one. Don't quote me on that. I think that's New York though. So, okay, you just don't care at this point. You're comfortable. He got too laxed. Like, I don't think it's ironic that when Tory Lanez opts to go outside the previous weekend, literally the previous weekend, the next week he gets the charges put on him. Y'all think that's ironic? Man, you done pissed off somebody in that DA's office. They think you taking their law for granted. Y'all know how they love their law. And I think that has some part in Tory Lanez getting those charges this week. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened down the line had Tory not been spotted out and about at the club and shooting a music video. I'm just saying I think it's ironic that it happened this week. Again, I am not surprised by pretty much anything that has played out in the situation. I think it's terrible, but it is the reality of the world we live in today. I can't tell you more of a 2020 act. Look, this is my generation. I gotta be real. This is my generation. I'm 26. Me and Tory, we close in age. I don't represent this generation like that. I gotta be real with y'all, because I have to be real. Like, I am not shocked that in 2020, a rapper allegedly shot at a woman and made an album about it, and then went to the club about it, kind of flexed about it, shot a video with the case going on. That's just 2020. That is the most 2020 it could be. That's just 2020. That's the era we live in. I gotta shoot you and I gotta tell you about it. If you a trick ass nigga, you get right up about it. Whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comment box below about this one. Again, Tory Lanez has officially been charged with the semi-automatic and having an unregistered firearm. Both very serious charges. If you're asking me what do I think about Tory's in the finality of this situation, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. He's not doing 22 years in prison. He doesn't have a long track record or anything like that. I'm assuming he's going to turn himself in the next couple of days. I think he'll be okay. I think he will be okay. This ain't getting caught with a gun in New York, which thank God it didn't happen there. But it is still, this ain't the South either though. Like LA is like somewhere in between New York and the South on gun laws. So it's serious enough. He could potentially do some time. I don't believe 22 years of time. But these charges are much more related to Megan Thee Stallion than they are just Tory being caught with a weapon. And there could be additional charges, but it looks like the two that they want to stick to Tory right now is one count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and one count of carrying a loaded unregistered firearm. All right, so those are the ones that are as close, I think, as we'll get to Megan Thee Stallion related charges. Thank y'all so much for the time. Love, support is what I don't take for granted. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me on this platform and growing into the places that it is growing to. Make sure you're following me on Facebook so I can pay that love back to you. Some of you guys gonna get Amazon gift cards from me. It's at itsmrtaliaferro on Facebook. I'm out.